Okay. Well, today is my very first day camping in my car, actually. I've had it for about a month and it's been all decked out, but I've been staying with a friend in Taos for a few weeks, so this is my very first time setting it up in Colorado on some BLM land. I'm a little out of breath. That tent is massive and a little challenging with the wind and whatnot. Haven't built a tent that big ever. I got this tent because I originally tried to test out the camp situation with my mom in Arizona before I left for this road trip, but there was a big rainstorm, and so she was gonna sleep in a tent and I was gonna sleep in the car, but because of the rainstorm we couldn't really hang out. So I got this, which attaches right to the back of my car. So I see some thunderclouds coming in and there's supposed to be a storm coming in pretty soon, so I wanted to get that set up right away. Otherwise it's pretty hot. So I have this, and then I have my Jackery 1000. I got the 1000 because I feel like it's sufficient. I can run a blender, I can charge it up, I can do what I need to do. I feel like I'm a little nervous it might limit me because it doesn't really hold that much, but they're quite expensive, so I didn't want to spend too much. I have a little portable fridge. It's teeny tiny. It doesn't really make things cold so much as keep things cooler, so that's pretty cool. It plugs into the car or into the wall. Anyway, I got this king camp table that the phone is sitting on, and it's big enough that I can work on it and eat on it and just like have enough comfortable space to do what I need. If it's raining or hot or whatever, I can just pop it in the tent and have a little workspace. I've got this stargazer chair, which I'm excited to test out tonight. If the clouds clear up and it's okay weather. And I'll show you my kitchen. I got this Nomad kitchen, which is basically a pull-out drawer that's set up for kitchen space, and so I'll be able to test that out. And then my bed, I got a platform to put over it, so that way I can sleep on the side, store things underneath, and then have the other side to get in and out of and have my clothes and things like that. It's almost time for the storm. And I did get Starlink, and I'm really glad because I've already used it. Even though I was staying with my friend in Taos who had internet, it wasn't that good. And so whenever I needed really good service, I just put open the Starlink and had lightning fast internet anytime, anywhere. So I'll probably use that. It's the afternoon. I just got here about an hour ago. So I'm probably just gonna set up and get comfortable, eat some lunch, and then start working with my Starlink. So I'll just go ahead and include some footage of that so you can see what that looks like. I'm just about to eat some lunch, but while I grab some stuff, I thought I would give you a little inside look to how it's set up. It's a little messy because whatever. But this is my bed, that I was mentioning. It's a platform that I got from REI actually, so it just sits right on top. The table that I eat off of goes right underneath. It slides perfectly. This is the Nomad kitchen camp stove that I mentioned. So it locks in place so that way you can comfortably make your food. I just got a Coleman stove to put on top. It fits perfectly. There's a sink here, so if I want to do some dishes, I can empty this out and put water in it or just use it for storage. It's pretty handy. Got my utensils for lunch. This cutting board removes, and then got a nice little spot to store some things, some food items or whatever. And then when you're done, you just release the tab and push it right back in. I got this to hold all my food and random stuff that I'm gonna be eating. Huge water container for drinking and washing and whatever. And then I've got, these are my toiletries, my clothes for all the time I'm gonna be on the road. And then that backpack back there is filled with overnight stuff, mostly my electronics actually. Got my yoga mat. I like this mat because it's super thin and it tucks into my bag, it tucks my suitcase in my car. There's not much padding, but I'm okay with that. I've been doing yoga a while, so I've found ways to get around it or just get comfortable with it. So over here is my entrance to my car, or to my bed basically. This is a bag I was talking about. It's pretty full. I'll have to move it out of the way, put some clothes back in the suitcase, and then tuck it out of the way. And then this will be my entrance in and out of bed. I got a pretty comfortable pillow. I'm excited about that. I don't know if that's interesting, but I did. And then the front seats are normal. I've got my Wii Boost here, so that way I can try to get better cell service when I'm out in rural areas with no cell service. And then I have my Starlink tucked under here in this cool suitcase. You can see my backpacking gear is up there. So when I'm up with my friends, I can go backpacking and I've got everything ready to go. Everything fits really nicely, honestly. It's pretty comfortable. I have this thing, the canopy, for days when it's not gonna rain. I really just wanted to set this up and see what it was like, so. I'm pretty stoked about this campsite. There's flowers everywhere. I purposely planned this road trip during this month because I knew that the flowers were going to be crazy all the way from Arizona up to Montana. So this little site is, I haven't seen anybody. I haven't noticed much around other than what you see here. So I'm just gonna take my time now and enjoy my very first night car camping in my RAV4 on this epic road trip to Montana. So stay tuned.